Okay people, today I want to talk to you about plan A, and if plan A doesn't work and plan B doesn't work, the hell is plan B? But plan C, you gotta have a plan C. Now the reason why I said that is, first of all, I know a lot of you don't want to talk about this, but if you should happen to become homeless, you have to think. You can't panic. You have to think rationally. Alright, now, let me tell you the first thing about what happens when you become homeless. A lot of people get crazy and they don't know what to do and they start to panicking and everything like that. First of all, don't snap or don't go crazy and stuff like that, because you gotta keep your wits about yourself. Once you get to the point where you go crazy and stuff like that, then people gonna wanna, first of all, put you in an institution, or it's gonna be something that they're gonna wanna do to you. Like I said, well, you aren't gonna get any help. They're not going to help you to say that you are crazy, because if you were actually crazy, then you probably would be getting a social security check right now. But the thing about it is, if you have a knack for eating and stuff like that, you have to prepare yourself. If you ever heard what it's like being a starving artist, and that is not literally just what they mean when they say a starving artist. They actually don't have any food. Okay? Now, a starving artist, basically, I know you just heard my Skype coming up. That was something that always pop up. I should have looked forward to that coming up. But anyway, alright, so you gotta get used to not being able to eat sometimes. Because a lot of times, think about, well, the last meal that you had probably was a good meal when you had a place to stay. But now it gets to the point where you have to change your diet and everything like that. You have to get what you can and accept. Well, most of the things, if somebody happens to give you something, be grateful that they're giving you something. Getting past food thing, knowing that you might not get a chance to eat for weeks at a time. Do not spend any money on alcohol or stuff that you can't really afford to keep going, because if anything, you run out of food. More devastating than not having a drink for a while. Now, there's other things that you have to realize. Clothing and stuff like that. It comes in, you best have a good amount of clothes, or somewhere you can stash some clothes at. Have a bag with you some clothes in it. Alright, now the main thing is, if you're going to get out there, you're going to be out there, you're going to have to think about where you're going to be at now. Right now, it's not a good place in Chicago, where the weather is really bad and stuff like that. You don't really want to be out in the cold. Not right now and stuff like that. Monday was a big blizzard again. It's almost like the blizzard is 69. Anyway, talking about snow and everything, that's the only reason why I said you don't want to be up in Chicago during that time if you're ever going to be homeless. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's warm in California. It's always warm in California. But there's a lot of earthquakes in California. That's what I'm saying. It's like, who wants to go where it's like every time you turn around, it's like somewhere along the St. Andreas Fault, there's an earthquake. I mean, I don't really want to be somewhere where the earth is about to cave in up under me. So I'm kind of I like the Midwest, but like I said, it's cold up this way. You can't really depend on everything like that up here. Because every once in a while it can be nice, and then one day it changes and stuff like that. So actually, not places like going to New York, and if you ever get up there, it's cold up there too now. But who cares about this? We're not talking about temperature. The thing about it is, you have to learn now to get rid of some of the stuff material things. Get rid of the stuff so you won't be taking no extra baggage with you and things like that. And a lot of times, if you get to the point where you lose your place and stuff like that, there's nothing you can do about it. If you really want something, think about it. What you really need and what's important. Get that stuff together now, because wait till the last minute. It's always scrambling, and you wind up missing out and losing stuff. Like misplacing papers and stuff like that. You don't want to get caught up saying, well, I remember when my mom passed, we had a lot of papers and pictures and stuff like that. That reminded me when I thought about, just don't do things at the last minute. You always got to be prepared. Like a Boy Scout says, always be prepared. Think about that. Don't just get caught up in the last situation and everything, and the last minute, and the next thing you know, you have to have your birth certificate, everything that you have, like an ID and stuff like that. Because people don't care if you leave stuff, and they're going to take it anyway. So you have to make sure you got yourself at least mobile. Be able to just pick up and go and do something. Because a lot of people, they won't help you move or anything like that. They'll stand around and wait until, you know, like, sheriff come put your stuff out. Then they'll be like all in this stuff trying to take it anyway. So you gotta kind of like think ahead of, you know, the game. Don't get caught at the last minute. Alright, so it's not anything embarrassing about being homeless. It's just that the thing about it, nobody wants to help you once you become homeless. You gotta kind of like stay ahead of the game, as they say. Don't let it get to the point where you can't do anything about it. See, the thing right now is why you got the chance and opportunity. You gotta do something about it, but sometimes you just can't do anything about it. Life deals you a bad hand and stuff. Like they said, when the world deals you lemon, you know, make lemonade. But sometimes you can't just go on that. Like I said, there are bad things that go on in life. No matter what you do, like I said, sometimes I said that the choices make you. Sometimes the choices that you make already are the ones that are bad choices. But in the long run, sometimes the choices you have well, you can't do anything about it. Sometimes the choices make you. So anyway, I just thought I would put this out to let you know that there is some things that you can do before it winds up, because you never know. Everybody's just one paycheck away or one step away from paying some type of mortgage or paying their rent or whatever. That's just how close they are to being homeless. You never know when it's going to happen. It can happen to anybody. I can say this is not my first time I happen to do. It's like, actually think about it, it's the third time for me. But another thing about going and staying with your relatives, that's a no. Please don't get caught up on that, because if you stay with your relatives, first of all, they're going to treat you like you're an idiot, and they're going to treat you like you can't get anything, and they depending on them, and you always got to rely on them. So don't get caught up with your friends and your family, because they're going to always say, well, it's okay. They're going to tell you it's okay to stay with them and stuff. Then after a while, you're like the neighbor from hell, or either a friend that they wish they never had, and then all of a sudden, see, that makes bad relationships and stuff like that. Nobody wants to look out for you. That's a bad thing. So anyway, I don't want to take up all your time. I'm trying to keep this short. I have to make sure I keep it under 10 minutes or at 10 minutes, because I got to edit it. But hey, I don't want to be out on the street, but I'll probably be making videos if something should happen. I'm going to make sure I have my camera, my mic, video editing software and everything like that, because if I lose all this stuff, it really doesn't matter, because I can get it back again. I mean, just like I got it before, I can get it back again. It's just the knowledge that I have, and I can't understand. While people like having tragic moments and things that go wrong, everybody else is winding up. Oh, I have to tell you, I got to show you how the truth about how people become famous and stars overnight. It's all a bunch of crap. Seriously, I know anybody that can become a star overnight and just being off of somebody else's tragedy, or, you know, you'd be good if you can sing or something like that. But everybody can't sing. You know, like I said, I just realized that everybody is not going to be a star overnight. It's not meant for everybody to be a star. And you know, by the way, I never wanted to be one anyway. I mean, I always thought about it when I was a kid, and thought growing up and something to be cool, would be nice to be a star. The stars have problems too. A lot of stars have problems. They get bankrupt and foreclosed on their properties. Then, if you look at it, if they didn't have money, they'd be homeless too. So, they just, like I said, anybody can become homeless. I don't care who it is. That's why I said a lot of times, you know, you get rich and have money. A lot of people, some people still die broke. I don't care how much money in the world they have. And you know what? The big thing about it is, you can't take it with you anyway. Anyway, I'm just telling you, this is what I believe, that homelessness is not something you can control. It just happens, alright? Well, anyway, thanks for listening, and I'm done. So, I guess I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.